we create a kind of library where people can understand what it took to keep our country free.
The epic drama series Masters of the Air showed a brand new side of World War II combat and also set up what should be next from the show's famous creators. Let's dive in right here on ScreenRant. Masters of the Air broke new ground with realistic mid-air combat, blending practical and CGI effects to depict aerial war. While the current show revolved around the men of the 100th Bomb Group, its later episodes featured the true story of the famous Tuskegee Airmen, an all-black group of elite fighter pilots. The Tuskegee Airmen, known as the Red Tails for the distinctive red painted tails on their P-47 aircraft, are the ideal unit to feature in a follow-up to Masters of the Air for several reasons.
We Tuskegee men on what?
Sir, yes, sir!
Will we get this job done?
Sir, yes, sir!
Then let's take care of it!
First and foremost, their historical significance as the first black pilots in the US Army Air Forces provides an interesting and exciting angle that deserves further exploration. A show based around the Tuskegee Airmen could showcase an entirely different side of aerial combat in World War II. The pilots showcased in Masters of the Air suffered some of the worst casualty rates of the war due to the territory they flew over and the generally unsafe conditions of the lumbering bombers. Only a few major missions are known because so many of the primary characters were shot down, and following those characters made it impossible to continue to show the air battles. A show centered on the Tuskegee Airmen could go deeper into aerial combat given how many more missions its main characters flew. The Tuskegee Airmen were most famously responsible for flying the P-51 Mustang, one of the most dominant aircraft in all of World War II, and had incredible success on most of their missions thanks to their superior flying skills and advanced planes. Many of their missions were flown over Italy and other parts of Europe that didn't align with the missions of the 100th Bomb Group, so a Tuskegee Airmen show could feature an entirely different side of the war. While Masters of the Air was an unquestioned success based on its critical acclaim and outstanding streaming numbers for Apple TV+, there has been no word yet on whether there will be another Band of Brothers style show coming from Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg. That doesn't necessarily mean much considering that Masters of the Air just became available in full. Only 3 World War II dramas from Spielberg and Hanks have been released over the past 23 years, so it's unlikely that there would be any commitment to another companion series this early. The 3 series from Hanks and Spielberg have had at least 9 years in between their release dates. Considering the scope of each show, the development understandably takes far longer than a normal drama miniseries. The creators need to create a dramatic narrative from the historical record, scout and cast a massive number of people both in front and behind the camera, and create massive sets and effects. The budget for Masters of the Air was reportedly $250 million, indicating that even if a follow-up series comes to pass, it will likely be several years before there are any major developments. And don't forget to subscribe to ScreenRant.